All right, FlatsClass YouTube, freshly back from iCast over there in Orlando, Florida. And when I say freshly, I mean I just got back this morning. Now we've got afternoon thunderstorms. I've been busy all day doing this, putting together gear because I'm headed to Louisiana tomorrow. But I wanted to get a comprehensive video of what happened over there at iCast 2022. As you can see by this picture here, the evenings were pretty entertaining. But I wanted to put something out to you all that you could see from some of my partners. What's new coming, Z-Man, Mirrolure, Shimano, even Hells Bay, Smith Optics, Yeti, I mean, all of them. So you go to Orlando right now and go see what I saw. And then enjoy, and I'm going to have to get right back to packing because I'm leaving tomorrow. Episode of FlatsClass YouTube is brought to you by Aquatraction, your go-to solution for advanced marine flooring. Hey guys, Captain C.A. Richardson here with FlatsClass YouTube, and what am I going to do today? I'm going to walk you around iCast 2022. That is the goal. First stop, Shimano. That's right. Hey, we've got a lot of stuff to see today, so try to keep up. All right, JP, we're rolling. Tell us about the brand new launch on the Mirrolure.
Mirrolure reel, so something new here at iCast from Shimano North America. Obviously, reels have always been the core of what we do. This reel has so much technology in it at a price point that's really hard to understand these days. So Mirrolure is basically Noski's Magnum Light counterpart. Noski is just such a great reel at that $99 price point. Tons of technology like the Hagane gear, you got the X-Ship, you got silent drive, you got all these great features. This reel basically has everything Noski has, but two major bonuses. It's got a CI4 Plus body, it's got a Magnum Light rotor. How does that help you? Well, basically, if you took a Noski 2500, it weighs in at like 8.3 ounces. A Mirrolure 2500, 6.9 ounces. So low startup inertia, lighter weight, better balance in your combos, and this reel is available in a 1000, a 2500, a C3000, a 4000, and a C5000 with a ball handle. So whether you're a finesse panfish guy or you want to go after snook and redfish, 24 pounds of drag on the 4000 and the 5000, and 20 pounds of drag on the 2500 and the 3000. So it doesn't matter where you want to go. $139.99, it's going to get you there.
$139.99. That's going to be my new charter reel, I promise you. All right, standing here in the Shimano booth with someone that you all recognize, and that's Mr. Benny Ortiz, the master of the slow pitch jig. Benny, can you break down some of your jigger reels here?
Sure can. So our ocean jiggers are broken down into 3 different models. You start at the 1500 size, which is this little guy right here. It's a super palmable reel. I like using these for more of our inshore stuff, usually up to about 100 feet of water, particularly if you're targeting smaller species of fish. It's going to hold plenty of line for you, put out plenty of drag for fish in that class. Ultra smooth, has all the features of the OSHA, including the auto engage that I love. It's got the spool lock feature on it, really ergonomic T-handle on it with an extended arm right here. Next up from that, we've got our 2000 series, and this really is my baby. This is my go-to reel in almost every situation. Narrow spool, about the width of your thumb, so you can really manipulate that spool well. It's got the compact body, which is an offset here, so you can palm it really well. And also, if you notice, you've got these indents in here, so for your thumb and your index finger, so you can really manipulate that spool well and get the exact amount of pressure that you need when you're fighting big fish. Again, auto engage feature, big ergonomic T-handle, oversized handle here that you can get a lot of cranking power off the fish. Next up from that is the big boy. And this is a versatile reel for me. This is the reel that I go to when I'm fishing super deep water, jigging anywhere from 600 to 1,100 feet of water. Much longer handle on it, big T. Get a lot of cranking power on this. It's going to put out about 40 pounds of drag, but still have that compact side and those same features of the 2000 to be able to manipulate that spool. I get about 1350 of Power Pro on this, which is a ton of line. Or if you're down fishing in Panama or fishing big stuff, speed jigging, I like to put about 50-pound braid on here, and you really take advantage of that 40 pounds of drag. So all these reels, absolutely the best, smooth as silk, and the best drag in the business.
All right, we've made it over here. As you can see, I changed shirts because I was working at the Shimano booth. But we've made it over here to Hells Bay Boat Works. And in a minute here, we're going to talk with Chris Peterson about the brand new Marathon. This is a boat we're going to tell you a lot about. All right, Chris, what do we got here? We've got Chris Peterson here from Hells Bay Boat Works, and we brought the much anticipated Marathon to iCast 2022. What makes the Marathon unique in, comparatively speaking, to the Marquesa or the Professional? What advantages or why was this boat built?
You know, the Marquesa is a great boat. Fishes 4 people, more people well. This is a 3-person boat. It's a little more stealthy. It will go a little more shallow, but it handles the chop. It handles big water unbelievably. So will the Marquesa. So will the Biscayne. It's kind of like, you know, the Three Little Bears porridge or whatever it is, you know. There's one that's just little, one for you might be a little smaller, one might be for you might be a little larger, or you might want the one in the middle, which is the Marathon. But this boat, I mean, just like the Biscayne, just like the Marathon, it eats up chop. You can go through the nastiest, absolute, the most craziest water to get to your fish, and this boat will eat it up. You get there in comfort and be dry. But this boat can handle a 115. So can the Marquesa.
See, it's got a much bigger power plant on it. So it makes it a perfect tournament boat.
Makes it a good tournament boat. This boat will run well up into the 50s, upper 50s. If you lightly load it, you know, for a tournament load, you can maybe even hit 60 miles an hour with it. So it's a faster boat than the Marquesa with the same engine power plant. The Biscayne can have up to about a 90 on it, and that's pushing it. It's really suited for a 70, and it will do low 40s, but it's still a great heavy water boat. This boat will go fast. It's more nimble, but it doesn't carry the same big load. So it's something in between. But if you want to go fast through nasty water, this is the boat.
The Marathon is the boat. If you're a tarpon guy in the Florida Keys,
this is the boat.
This is the boat. If you're a redfish guy in Louisiana or Texas, this is the boat.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this boat, we worked with a lot of guys to come out with this boat, and we put 2 prototypes in Apalachicola, and they used them for tarpon season for 2 seasons to help us really decide how this boat needs to come together. And so this, you know, if you're fishing tarpon anywhere up and down the Florida coast, this is your boat. But by the same token, it'll get you to redfish and everything else pretty shallow. Pole's really great because it's a thinner profile than the Marquesa, and
so
it's a little
really
longer,
nice.
so it tracks better than the Biscayne. Each of those boats have some pluses that this boat doesn't, but this is kind of in the middle between those two.
Yep, really suits the bill perfectly. Hey guys, Captain CA here at iCast 2022. I'm in the Mirrolure booth, and there's something new this year. There's Eric Bachnick. He's going to tell us all about it.
Welcome to iCast 22 here. We had done really well with the skin series, so we decided to add some more skin series models. Here, the little 14, which is the Mini Dean. We have that available in the Pinfish, the popular Pilchard, the Mullet, and also the Shad series. In addition to the Mini Dean, we came out with the C85. This is the same size as the Top Dog Junior, but it's the high frequency, the single rattle high frequency, and this one's going to be really, really good. We also brought out the Heavy Dean XL. Now this has been, a lot of fishermen have been asking us to come out with that Heavy Dean XL, and we finally did it. So that's going to be available in 16 colors. Here's it right here, and we actually have on the belly of the bait, it will say Heavy Dean XL. So all these new baits will be available in about a month. So anyways, that's what we have new for iCast 22.
Hey guys, Captain C.A. Richardson here, and I'm here with Glenn Young, the National Sales Manager for Z-Man. Now, we won a couple of categories with not only the Diesel Eye, but we've got a new soft bait that you're going to want to know about, especially Redfish fans, Black Drum fans, well, let's be honest, Tarpon fans.
And Snook fans.
And Cobia fans. So I'm gonna let Glenn take it over from here.
I mean, we know that there are a few fish out there that enjoy eating crabs. They eat a lot of them. It's kind of a common forage. And what we wanted is we wanted to come out with a crab that actually acts like a real crab would in the water. Because you see a lot of the crab baits that are out there and are very super realistic looking, but they don't do anything. They just kind of sit there. They don't have any action. So we came out with a kicker crab, and with CA's help, we were able to design one that actually looks like a real crab. When you see one in the water going sideways, they always have that claw trailing behind him, and that's what this guy has right here. And he's got the little appendages right here. He's kind of lifelike looking. So it has great kicking action, and because it's elastic, it doesn't take much to get that tail going. And when you do stop it, a lot of times it's going to raise up like this, get a little defensive. Super realistic. And what we found so far, like especially the redfish, when they pick it up, they go straight to the crushers. They don't just like hold them out. They put it in the crushers because they know that's a real crab. So we've also been able to do really well with the drum on it, the snook. I mean, everything seems to love that crab because it's just the right size for an appetizer for anybody. And then the other thing we did too is because fishing the Ned rig in saltwater has become really popular. A lot of guys downsize, they throw our TRDs, they throw our ticklers, things like that in saltwater. So we came out with a saltwater Ned shrimp. This is a really cool little bait, very realistic, a lot of detail on this little guy, but it's just a good little bite-sized shrimp. So when you do have to downsize, those high pressured areas, the really picky fish, you can downsize to a little Ned shrimp. You can rig this on a Ned Locks or a Ned Lock EWG, a finesse bullets, any of those will fit this little Ned shrimp right here. So you can downsize, get a really good effective presentation, either along the bottom or fish it as a little swimming bait, darting through a school of fish. Very effective little presentation. And then one more thing that we did, we introduced the Hercules last year, and so this year we're bringing out a 6-inch version of the Hercules. This is a 1-ounce bait, 6-inch version of the size, so it's significantly upsized. This is a big piece of meat right here. So when the guy really wants to throw a big presentation, get somebody's attention, that's what that 6-inch Hercules is for. So those are some of the big ones that we came out with this year, and you can go see more of that at zmanfishing.com.
All right, guys, I'm here at iCast 2022, and one of the cool products that everybody is talking about is this new Delvito. This is the Reel Safe. Now, it's just not about security, but I'm gonna let my friend here tell you a lot more about this because this is their baby. So watch this.
All right, introducing the Reel Safe for you guys. It's the new way to store your fishing gear. If I open this up, on the inside over here is a dehumidifier. It works on sensors. The way that it operates is when it gets above 60% relative humidity on the inside, it turns on. And when it gets down to 50, it turns off. It's automatic, it's self-controlling, it does 3 things extremely well. The first one's gonna be limiting corrosion. The second one is gonna be preserving the lubricants in your reels. And the third one is gonna be controlling humidity. On the first one, when you're done rinsing off your reels, no more of this little tap dancing with the rod butt. You just put them in here and let the dehumidifier go to work. It's going to temporarily spike the humidity on the inside of this casing, which is going to activate the dehumidifier. It will circulate the air and ultimately accelerate the process of evaporation off your equipment. The second thing it does is preserve the lubricants in your reels. Oxidation is the #1 reason for the breakdown of greases and lubricants inside fishing reels, and that's all caused by moisture. When you remove moisture from the elements around it, in the contact with it, you actually prolong and preserve the oils and greases in your reels. And last but not least, when you shut this, it's going to separate it from the outside environment and keep it in a controlled humidity environment. So it's always going to stay between that 50 and 60% level, even in the most humid spaces like a garage or an outside patio. When you're done using it, we have latches that lock with a turn key. Simply lock these up. If you want, you can mount it on a back wall up against the ground. We also have a remote for LEDs. We have 20 different light combos. You can also sequence them in all different ways. Give your reels a party, they deserve it. At the end of the day, we also have a utility box in here as well that holds your pliers. It can hold your trolling remotes, it can hold your GPS. Anything that you don't want to corrode and get wet over time, you can store in here in addition. Appreciate y'all checking it out.
Excellent job. All right, and we move on. We've done a bunch of videos over the past 2 days. I've got a few more that I want to put in front of you. Maybe something from Smith, maybe something from Yeti. We're going to find out. We're going to start walking through right now, the last half of the show, see who else will help us get this walkthrough done for you. All right, I'm back here with my friend Cameron Sabin from Smith. You see all this cool stuff up here? Well, he's going to do a little bit of dichotomy of what we're getting into here for the next year. What can we look for from Smith?
Hey, CA, a lot of good stuff going on here at Smith. So, first thing I'm going to tell you about is some of you may have already seen this released. It was released earlier this year. We are extremely excited about this piece. It's called the Spinner. So the Spinner is a cylindrical, full coverage polycarbonate shield sunglass. Every option in the Spinner is going to be polarized. Every option now is going to be polycarbonate. The benefit of the polycarbonate lens is, most of you probably know, is the malleability and the lightweight. This Spinner is going to provide you more coverage than pretty much anything else on the market. I'll try it on for you and model it real quick. It's really, obviously the idea with this piece was coverage, right? So you fishermen that are looking to block out all that wind, all that water, this is going to achieve that goal. It's been tough to keep it in stock. You guys are loving this, so keep it up.
There's no doubt about that.
Next one I'll tell you about is the Boomtown. This one's a little bit more fun. So this is one of the first true polarized shields that's on the market. So similar to the Spinner in that it is a one-piece lens shield, this is a truly unique cylindrical piece that is a great fitting shield, and honestly, anyone who is involved with water activities, including fishing, cutting the glare, blocking out sun, has loved this piece so far. And it is very, very difficult to keep in stock as well, just like the Spinner. Colorways on this can be matte black blue, matte tort opal, and also a matte black gray green. A couple of cool colorways for this one. Finally, I'm going to tell you a little bit about some releases we have coming in September. If you haven't seen this style yet, it is called the Embark. The idea behind the Embark was to come out with an all-encompassing outdoor piece, originally developed as an alpine hiking piece, true to Smith's heritage in snow. That's where these cool removable side shields come from. This piece is speaking to those folks who are looking for polarized options as well. So a lot of you angling men and angling ladies out there are really loving this because we are offering polarized options. These two colorways, matte black blue and matte tort green, a lot of you are familiar with because these are two of the main colorways that in the fishing community that we use, offshore, inshore. These are being released in September. Super excited about these, and the idea behind these was to add additional options for those anglers that have already liked the options that currently exist in the line. So look forward to these in September.
Appreciate it, Cam.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm here with one of my best buds. I got Dreezy here, Jake Drees from Yeti Products. You saw that we came over here and we did a little bit of preamble, doing some B-roll inside, but you've got some cool stuff, and then we're going to talk about that. But let's first talk about the fastest coolers
that you guys make so fast that they have to have wheelie bars?
It depends on how fast you can run, but they're pretty dang fast. So yeah, this is our new line of coolers. This is kind of a continuation of the old school Tundra Hall that we've got over here, just with a new telescoping handle, right? There's also a few new features in here that we haven't done in the Tundra before. We've got our new drain plug. It's kind of strategically placed in the back side of the cooler here so you can tip out the ice.
Oh, nice.
And then our same never flat wheels on the Tundra Hall. And some latches that you guys are already familiar with on our roadies. It's just an easy one-hand clasp latch.
And what size is this cooler?
This one's a 48 liter. We also make the 60 liter, bigger size there. So your extra beers.
That would be mine. That one's going to be mine, Jake.
They're fast.
Tell us real quick about your relationship with Captains for Clean Water and Hell's Bay Boat Works and what you guys have done with this package right here.
We've been working with Captains for Clean Water for about 6 or 7 years now. This is our first year getting to make a Hell's Bay with these guys, and we're stoked about it. It's an awesome ride. There's a few custom features in it. I'll point here to this. We took our Yeti Panga duffel material. We made,
nice.
We made some custom cushions for this project. These will never break. These will be on this boat for forever.
Yeah.
These are some.
I know. I've got that Panga myself as one of my bags, and I love it.
It's tough.
But I'm so happy you guys partnered with Captains. You guys have been a big supporter since the very beginning.
And they're doing some awesome work. We're going to keep working with them. So yeah, this is a raffled off boat. You can go on the Captain's website and sign up and support a great cause. Win a free boat.
Man, good stuff.
All right, here we are in the Hell's Bay Boat Works booth, and one of the really cool accessories that I've added to my Hell's Bay is the Power Pucks quick release plate. You say, what is that? That's an electrified plate. It's basically a plug for your trolling motor that acts as a quick release plate. Now, there are several advantages to having that here, and I've got Paul Payne, the owner or the inventor of this product. And here at iCast, there's a lot of buzz about this product. No pun intended.
Yes.
There's a lot of buzz about this product. Tell me about it.
Yes. Well, this product was designed just to solve it was a solution for an issue that people were complaining about as far as, cords, plugs run across the deck. They were vulnerable to corrosion, trip hazards. And then, a lot of people just didn't want to cut that extra hole in their boat to put a plug in.
Amen to that. It's a Hell's Bay. Come on.
It's taken lots of time to decide where we're going to put that plug. And, they didn't like it. So it was designed to solve that issue in general, but in the process, so many other issues kind of came together in the ease of use and the cleanliness and it's just the appeal, the way that it looks on the boat. It's just so many issues, were resolved in the process of trying to fix one main issue.
Show us how easy. He's going to show us how easy this is. It's basically one clip, and you slide your trolling motor off. You can put it in your garage. You can put it in the bed of your truck. Whatever you're going to do with it. I mean, you don't have to keep the Minn Kota on there or whatever trolling motor is your brand. Slide it off, and then you're unplugged. Slide it back on. Your power's on.
Your power's on. Let's show you how it works.
All right.
Here. We pull this locking pin. This just keeps it from sliding back and forth on the puck. Slide it backwards. You're unplugged from the battery right now. Hence the name Power Pucks. The power is in the puck. This is wired to the battery. You slide this back on the boat. You're plugged into the battery. It's just that simple. You have no other.
You eliminate tripping hazards. You eliminate the possibility of corrosion with a plug or a pinched cord. All that stuff is gone. So now, because most trolling motors fail because of power issues, you've eliminated 2 of them like that.
And we weren't even sure that was going to happen as far as corrosion and things like that. It's just been a miracle. We've been running for 3 years, commercial use, hard use, and we have had no issues with this. So it's exceeded our expectations, and it was just designed to help the consumer have a better experience, and I think we've done more than achieve that.
It's one of the cool products right here at iCast 2022. If you haven't gone cordless, go cordless. Buy a Power Pucks. Well, there you have it. The walkthrough of the iCast Show 2022. Fantastic show. Got to renew a couple of friendships, got to see a lot of new people, and checked out a lot of really cool products. I like that Dolvita Reel Safe. You guys got to get one of those. All right, you like what you see here on FlatsClass TV YouTube? Make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, give us that thumbs up as well. We're working hard to show you what the others can't.